Welcome to the course. This is spring 2016, and the course here is CIS-332, database and SQL. Alright. First thing we did the cards, filled the information on the cards, filled this in here. We talked a little bit about the syllabus. And then we talked about some fundamental things with technology and how databases can be accessed via the internet. So, as an example, everything here, this direction, that's the IT area. We actually are connected here by fiber optics. Then we have cable here. We've got a multi-layered switch that's connected to the switch in the classroom. And then we have PCs connected to that switch. We have servers connected to the multi-layered switch, and one of them is that work server number 1 that we'll be using in class, that we'll be accessing. And you'll access it from these machines. You will also be able to access that machine via the internet from home. And we're going to talk about that in the second week. Also here on campus, they have the main college, there's fiber going in here, and then they have a firewall. This acts as our firewall here. And then it connects into a multi-layered switch here on campus that connects all the different areas on campus, whether it's the dorms or all the buildings and so forth. And they have an area of servers, and that's where Angel resides. Now you notice for our class we're using Canvas, and that's in the cloud. They have their own servers, storage space. So as we work with Canvas, we're actually going to there via the internet, and we use a browser to access that. What's there? A database management system. Okay? What is Angel? Well, they call it a learning management system, but sitting there somewhere is also a database management system. Something to manage the data. Alright. And our last page, we started talking about how we're going to manage our data. And the first thing we understand, data is converted into information. Information has value in our world. We take data, we process it into information. We talked about some examples. For example, we talked about storing the birth date. Here's a birth date that can be converted into somebody's age using software. It's also very important that we'll talk about the type of data. For example, that's a date. We store something like a first name, that would be text. That would be text. A phone number would probably be text. A birth date would be stored as a date. We talk about these fields. Technical term we eventually use our attributes. Inside here we have data items. A group of related data items would be a record. And in here then we have another record, and we can have as many records as we want. And in this case we have a specific number of fields. In fact, I should go like this. There could be more, but in this case we have a specific number of fields. The order of the fields, irrelevant. The order of the records, irrelevant. Okay? If this whole group, which we might call a file of information, those are related, the technical term then will be an attribute. This attribute has to be, an entity. An entity has attributes, and in this case, this one could be called instructors. Make another one called students, and you make another table, and another table, and we'll talk more about that down the road. So for example, here we've listed 2 instructors in the instructor table. And that's it. Start off.